Hello lovely, so today I'm showing you a tutorial for the Trypophobia zombie. This will be the last look in a mini zombie series I've been doing, and I'm excited for the next series I have planned for you guys. So, I'm starting out by making prosthetics, and I'm just using the opposite side of the container that I used for the gelatin molds in my previous video. And the clay is still in it because I'm lazy, but I'm putting latex into this little dish because I've realized that it makes it way easier for cleanup. Starting the prosthetic by doing the little latex sandwich method. So I'm using this method because I found working with latex is sometimes easier than working with gelatin and molding and all that kind of stuff. So the one on the left I worked on before to go over my eye and to make sure, this method would work out okay. And then this larger piece I'm making is to go over the neck. So I'm smoothing out the edges as much as I can as I go so it blends better into the skin, and I'm using a little metal spatula lubed up with some petroleum jelly. Now I'm creating that raised edge to add depth to the wound, and then I add more cotton so I can, mold the holes. You can start making the holes, and I found it was easiest if you actually tear the latex, like tear holes into the latex. That dried strip of latex next to the prosthetics is actually how I made the maggots. So I would lay down strips of latex and then roll it up once it was dry. And to make them more thick, you can just repeat that method. I actually allowed these prosthetics to dry overnight just to make sure that the latex was completely dry before I powdered and peeled it up. So powdering it you can just do with baby powder, it doesn't really matter. It makes sure that when you peel it up, the latex won't stick to itself. I begin painting with watercolor paints, and I take a brown color to make sure that the prosthetic is more of a skin color and to accentuate the depth. Now I'm using the watercolor paints because I find that they create a better finish than grease paints or cream paints. You could also use alcohol activated paints, really whatever you have available to you. With a deeper red color, I'm filling in the holes, and it'll add some irritation and some more depth to the holes. I also wash a lighter red color over the entire prosthetic to add irritation throughout the look. It didn't record, which is completely fine, but I also filled in the holes with a brown and a green color to make it look more infected and gross and more zombie-ish. I don't know how to describe it, it's fine. Red grease or cream paint in the holes adds more of a gore factor along with a deeper red tone. Now it's time for my absolute favorite product, blood gel, and I am obsessed with it because it adds a gore factor without having you do very much work. Coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this? It was only a kiss, it was only a kiss. Now I'm falling. the first thing I'm going to do with my beautiful naked face is I'm going to block out my eyebrows. So you take a glue stick, it doesn't really matter what kind. I'm using disappearing purple because I like the color purple and it'll disappear, so it's fine. Brush through those babies and then start spreading the glue through your brows. Oh wow, yeah, that looks really good. I like it. You take your foundation and you squeeze it too hard and get it everywhere, and then put that over your brows once the glue is dry. If you're like me, you're gonna have to do 2 layers because I have really dark eyebrows. While that second layer dries, I put white grease paint all over my face to, make us look dead. Don't forget your neck and arms like I most of the time forget to do. More foundation over the eyebrows, and then I paint the other half of my face. With an eyeliner pencil, I sketched out a skull-like structure. So I looked up pictures of skulls and zombies to see the shadowing that I maybe wanted to do and for inspiration as well. Black grease paint to create the shadows. The closer to the original eyeliner line that we drew, the darker the shading should be. Now, shading takes time to get the hang of, so it might take some practice and looking at reference photos to get the end result you want. Now, just like in regular makeup, highlighting is an important factor in altering the shape of your face, so that's what I'm doing here. As you can see from all the black and white dots I'm drawing, creating the shape and the end result that you want does take time. Finally, apply the prosthetics, and then you have your Trypophobia zombie.